welcome to Sprawl Brawl episode number 32. I am your host / producer, Bob Matt. It's a Thursday, December 27th, 2017. It's almost the end of the year already. And yeah, we're going to talk about some MMA.
It's the 29th.
Is it the 29th?
It's the 29th.
Damn. I must have written this news on the 27th. I just wrote down the day. That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's Snyder over there. With his Star Wars frames in the background.
Yeah. There's a couple of them there.
The Ant-Man one's alright, I suppose. It's like, hey, look at me, Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd. That's the only reason I like that movie.
Well, no, it's just the poster's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I get it. Because he's
Ant-Man and then tiny little guy. Because he talks and plays with ants.
Oh, is that? Oh, so it's like Spider-Man. Like there's a spider, and then and that's how he got the powers. Was it a radioactive ant? No. Dang.
No.
Oh well, I tried to figure it out.
It's something about shrinking the size of space between atoms.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
it's
you're more
actually
powerful, like an ant, because you're smaller.
Ish. He keeps his proportion. He keeps his strength when he's that small.
I see. Okay, so it's not that he's he's powerful as an ant. He's just a man that's an ant. I see. I see now.
Ish.
I see what's going on.
He's the size of an ant.
That has the power of a man.
Yeah.
Yes. I get it. I get it. All right, so hey, MMA. That's what we're here to discuss this week. If you don't know, though, and you want to know, all of our other episodes are located on megascorcher.com. You can go find those in video form. Oh, God, my phone's totally on. Usually I turn that off during the shows. Totally turn that off during the shows, but hey, I forgot this week. Anyways, yeah, VODs and MP3s are available there. And you can go check us out on iTunes and youtube.com/megascorchertv. We'll also show you when we're live. And also the non-live versions get uploaded there too. So hey, we're all there on YouTube as well. So the first thing to discuss, I guess, this week is that Josh Barnett got flagged by USADA.
Duh.
I guess duh, but
he was on shit in like 2000.
He's always been on shit, always.
Yeah, so that's why he went over to. He went over to Japan because he was on so much shit that he couldn't fight in North America. So I don't really.
I guess it's duh because he hasn't been fighting that much.
Yeah, that's true too.
But
wasn't he in some sort of grappling contest with somebody not too long ago or something?
He was in what's the one that's not EBI? Crap, Metamoris.
Okay, so he was in something.
He did it a really long time ago, though. I don't know when his actual last Metamoris fight was.
Okay.
Because he was quote unquote the world champ there, but he never had a belt or anything for him, so he was just like some champ with no belt.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But yeah, so that was December 9th. He drug tested positive. Possibly, we don't know what it is yet. So there you go. When they say that they're flagged, though, they're always
there's something. He's on something. It's just then how and why and what.
Yes, they usually figure out what it is and all that before they.
Because did they ever figure out what the hell was going on with Mir?
No, I don't think so.
Well, he was flagged, but then
Well, yeah, he's still suspended from it. So
well, but. Yeah, because he's obviously like, but the thing is, if he was actually taking what they thought he was taking, he would have tested positive on the one he had taken 2 weeks earlier, but he didn't. So USADA was very confused on what the hell was going on there.
Mm-hmm. The only if I remember correctly, Frank Mir said the only weird thing that he had was he ate meat in Japan. I think is what he said.
Oh yeah. I don't. Yeah, and it's just it. Defied all reasoning from USADA's point of view of how.
At one point, I would have believed that Frank Mir was on shit, but later on in his career, no.
Well, he's gotten pretty muscular, but which is fucked up his endurance. Like he has probably too much muscle.
He
And 'cause,
fluctuates
like,
a lot,
he's
man.
yeah.
You look
yeah,
at him
he does.
sometimes and he's just like, holy shit. Like, this guy looks ridiculous right now. And then some other times
Yeah.
he looks like a fat old dude. It's weird. It's interesting how he fluctuates a lot. Like, a lot. I don't know if it's just like his hormones fluctuate a lot. Who knows? Or he's just on stuff. He's on stuff, man.
Well, it could also just be motivation and shit like that.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. There's definitely
especially
stuff
when
like
you're
that.
his age. Yeah.
Oh, his age and who knows?
Well,
man.
I'm sure he likes to eat, and
He likes to
liking
eat, and who knows what else is going on in his life too, man. Depression
Yeah.
does a hell of a thing on your body sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you keep getting knocked out.
Oh yeah, yep. Head shit, man. He could all be brain stuff too. Who knows? Who knows, man? When you're a fighter, it's even more complicated than just a normal dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So DirecTV, they showed some ads for UFC 207. I think this is like Wednesday night. This was very recent. It was maybe Tuesday. And they all said, hey, you should buy it on Saturday night. And this, man... And I noticed something watching the YouTube lately. All of the thumbnails say UFC 207 this Friday. December 30th. And even during the video, it just says this Friday during the whole fucking video.
Well, there was Rousey had some spot or whatever, and she's like, Friday. It's on Friday. Friday.
Well, I'm sure that this DirecTV thing did not help, so they had to fix this fiasco here.
What the fuck is it on Friday, though?
I don't know. Dude, imagine if this was on Saturday, they would kill... Well, I want to say they would kill World Series of Fighting, but World Series of Fighting is on a free thing. So
yeah, I know.
People would end up watching it either way. So it doesn't really matter.
I don't know why. I like, because there's all this shit talk about... because Rousey's not doing all this media, whatever, that like the numbers are going to be hurting. Well, the numbers are going to be hurting because it's on Friday.
Well, yes, I think it's a combination of both things, but yes, Friday doesn't help.
It could be, but like
Friday definitely does not help.
Will not help. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be the combination of both, or it could be just like, this is not a good enough test to figure out if this shit actually, like, doing all this promotional stuff actually
it's going to be interesting to see if it does well. Like, if it does great, then awesome. Why not?
Right, but
I'm not cheering against it.
Doubt it'll do over 300,000.
I think enough people might talk about it, and
because
just for
you're going to get about
just for Ronda.
250 from the hardcore.
I think enough. I think enough Ronda Rousey fans will show up that it's going to be a little bit higher than that.
I don't know. Yeah, well, we'll see. But like, I just don't know. It's just weird of like just what time of the year it's at. People have get-togethers. People have this and that, and like it's possible someone might realize, oh shit, Rousey's right. Like, but
hey, there was 4.7 million people. So we'll talk about that at the same time. So UFC 206 replayed on Fox during Christmas Eve, and it had 4.7 million viewers, and there was ads for that pay-per-view during that thing. So
yes, and I guess that's true.
4.7 is a lot.
4.7.
So that's
second highest Fox of ever, which obviously the first one with Kane and Junior. Was the biggest, and then that was actually fairly. I think they said 5-1 for the Kane and
like
Junior.
Yeah,
and then 4-7's like right up its ass.
Yeah, for a pay-per-view that played a week or two before.
A week before, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch it because I already watched it, so I didn't really care so much to watch it again.
Well, there were some ridiculous fights on that pay-per-view card, so
yes.
I was like, why not rewatch this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but did they just show the pay-per-view, or did they show the full?
It was just a pay-per-view card, and the pay-per-view card showed Vanada's head wheel kick KO, so you saw that on Fox too. Yeah.
Well, because that fight was only 12 seconds.
Yeah,
long.
but and they showed the shit out of it.
But yeah,
I want to say that fight was like 48 seconds long, something like that.
Yeah, and I think it was under a minute. I know that much.
Yes.
But.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know. We'll see how it does. I definitely think it's going to be more than 300,000. But the Friday thing is the thing that fucks it all over. Like if this was on Saturday,
if it was on Saturday, I would think it would do like 1.5 million or Not maybe a million. I might
But
be able to
it's
do
New
a
Year's
million.
Eve too. Like, yeah, a million's pretty. That's conservative. That's all right. I would put it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, but I would be pretty confident to say it would do a million if it was
Hmm.
on New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
Saturday. It would do a
Yeah.
million. Being on
Look,
Friday,
World Series of Fighting this weekend is gonna do good just because it's on a Saturday. And even if it's on New Year's, there's going to be people that's going to be on TV and go like, "Hey, look at NBC. They have this
like
fighting
a
thing."
lot of people go to someone's house, and just as long as it's over before midnight. So I would think
Yeah.
if you do it on Saturday, you have to change the time to make it work for East
Yeah.
Coast,
Yeah.
because obviously like New York, Toronto,
Yeah. They would not watch it for
Boston,
sure.
and all like they'd be
Montreal.
fucked if it went over. Yeah, like you got cities that have millions and millions of people in them. Like you have to adjust the time, which I don't see that being an issue.
Because
So
the UFC on Fox event they're always on at 8 p.m. So
yeah. So yeah, the thing is, like, because it's a pay-per-view, so you'd have the
the West Coast would kind of suffer a little bit, but still, like, I don't know, man.
if it finished at 6 o'clock Pacific time, I don't see that being, or no, I guess it would still be 10 o'clock Pacific time.
Well, let's say it starts at
Ish.
8. The last fight would stop around, let's say, like 11, right? So it would be
Yeah.
it would be
7.
8. It would
No,
be around
8,
8ish
8.
by the time it
My math
finished.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's a pay-per-view, so maybe it runs 15, 20 minutes over, what the fuck ever. But like, so you're going 8:30 Pacific to 11,
Yeah, and then
11:30.
you have 4 hours to
Coast.
just goddamn party.
Yeah, like,
before-
what the
before
fuck's the
12.
difference? Like, I don't. That sounds great to me. Like, even if you're on the East Coast and you have an hour before shit hits the fan
Oh,
and
hey.
you have to do whatever. But a lot of people go to people's houses. That just means they would get there earlier, watch the fucking fight, and they're drinking and doing whatever anyway. So what the fuck's the difference?
Oh, dude, I've said that about the cards that are in Ireland and air in real time. I love waking up and then going at like 9 p.m. on
Yeah.
a Saturday, and then the card ends at fucking 12, and I'm like, oh, yes,
Because
awesome.
I would like
feel great.
This is in Vegas, so that's my time. So it would. I'm just thinking like what the Fight Pass cards or Fight Pass fights would be starting at. They'd be starting at like 11 a.m. something like this
No,
one. They only have
that's
one.
kind of early. That seems early to me, unless you're talking
But
about Pacific time. If you're talking about specific,
No,
if you're
it
talking
would
about
be
Pacific time, then yeah.
Central Mountain. It'd be the same as.
I
I'm
don't think it would
talking
start that
local.
early. I don't think it would start that early.
Well, you'd go.
No, because
you
the
go
event
2
is
hours.
ending at 8, so it would start around like 1 p.m.
8. What are you talking? 8 Pacific. You
Oh,
mean.
so then your time would be what? Would end at what, 7?
It's Mountain, so it'd be no 9. It'd be
9?
what?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's one before.
So you got. Oh, there's actually not that many fights on this card.
Yeah, and the card got
5.
there's a few fights that got. There's one fight that got dropped from it, I believe.
Yeah.
One, I don't remember which one though.
So there's 10 fights. So you're talking 10 fights. 2 of them are title fights, so those would both be like 45-minute time slots.
Okay, well, real fast before we talk about UFC 207. Oh, I guess this is 207 related. So Johnny Hendricks missed his weight by 2.5 pounds, and then Ray Borg also missed by, I believe, 2.5 pounds as well.
No, it was 3.5.
3.5. Okay,
Yeah.
it was not that far off. It was around there.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that it was just, but what the fuck, Hendricks? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You know, Hendricks especially. Every time I see him, he just.
McGaslam, Jesus fucking
Well, so
Christ.
there was an interview with him the day before the weigh-in. Did you see it?
No.
So Ariel Helwani. So it was just a bunch of media, and Ariel Helwani was there too. And he asked him like, "So how close are you to the weight?" And he was acting weird the whole time, but he said like, "I'm really close, brother, really close." So you know, it made it seem like he was like a weight. He's maybe a pound off or something, but then he misses it by 2.5, like totally bullshitting. But man, that interview is crazy. He was acting weird the whole time, and he challenged the media to do their own weight cut.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
He
but
was being weird.
at the same time, if you're saying shit like that, and if you're missing weight as a professional athlete, that this is your fucking job to be fighting, and it's your choice to fight at 170. you shouldn't be fighting at 170, or you really need to get your shit together and either cut muscle mass or lose fat or something. Because like I really think the UFC needs to like do something about this, because this is starting to get pretty fucking ridiculous.
Because if you look at the card, the UFC Fight Pass only has one fight, Alex Oliveira versus Tim Means, and I'm pretty sure it had at least 2 or even 3. So
it had 3 originally, so 2.
Yeah, so there's some fights that got moved
two
around.
Fights
well, the ladies fight, Jessica Andrade, that we talked about
Maybe
last
that's
week.
Yes.
She got dropped.
Like originally, there was 3 fights in the Fight Pass. Now I don't know how they got moved around or what exactly things were, but
I'm reading it here. Saban Hamazi was laying to the fight with Brendan Thatch, but he pulled out and then he got replaced. So that fight's still there. So yeah.
Yeah. Price and Thatch now.
Yeah. Mike Goldberg, this is his last event.
Yeah.
Talked about that too. I'm indifferent about that because I always felt that Mike Goldberg was mediocre. He never really improved.
Yeah.
He's good at
I don't know if
stuff.
I don't know if that's necessarily his fault or just the way things were set up between him and Joe. Because there was some stuff like when he wasn't with Joe, it seemed to work better.
Yeah, he was okay with Brian Stan, especially.
Yeah,
I think
exactly
him and Brian Stan were better.
With him and Brian, he seemed more intelligent when he was with Stan.
Yeah, maybe Stan is just better with him, and he knows what to feed him.
Right.
I don't know how to explain that.
Just some of the stuff that he said when Joe was there, it was just so weird. And
well, because the only thing he really says during the pay-per-views is he says what time it is.
Yeah.
And then he says like, "Oh, he's out," and screams. That's mainly what Goldberg does.
But he also is like, "Just as you said, Joe. Just as you said, Joe." Like, why is he saying
body kicks? And leg kicks.
You gotta look at the body kicks, or like those body kicks hurt, don't they, Joe? And they're like, oh yeah, they really like they take it out of you. Like I don't entirely get why but with Stan he wasn't doing that. He was working off of him, not trying to feed him. I guess maybe the proper way of saying that, or what I'm trying to say. Because with Joe he was trying to feed him or something. Like it was. I don't know. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And that was always the issue. But yeah, I don't know.
Is there any fights in the TV prelims that you feel any, I don't know, feelings about?
The tough Brazilian guy.
Antonio Jr. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won it, right?
I believe.
Yeah,
so.
he won it over the dude that was called what's the Superman villain again?
Lex Luthor.
Yes, Lex Luthor. I love that guy more, I think, but I still love Antonio. But man, that Lex Luthor dude is fucking sweet. But yeah, no, Antonio he destroyed him though. Oh yeah, no, he destroyed him. I remember that fight. It was not a pretty fight. But yeah. No, hey, I'm a fan of both, and I don't know who this guy, Marvin dude is, so
yeah, I don't.
I literally have no idea. I know who Nico Price is. I've seen him fight before, but Marvin Valton, yeah, I don't know, Velton, sure. Mike Powell versus Alex Garcia. That's gonna be okay, but like Johnny Hendricks and Neil Magny, I really felt strong feelings about this before, but now that Hendricks missed the weight, like I hope that Magny really just kills him. I felt that way before.
I think he's going to.
I feel that way now.
Because Magny's been looking pretty good in his last couple of fights, so
yeah.
And Hendricks has not been looking good in his last couple.
Oh hell no, he's been looking like an old man.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when GSP was challenging him to do the drug testing before the drug testing was in place?
Yeah,
and he wouldn't really do it. I guess we maybe know why now.
Yeah. What happens when he's not on the shit?
No, he looks horrible, man.
Yeah. And again, that's just like with all the drug testing and shit. Of just that tells you like who the fuck was really on this shit and what the fuck was really going on.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the guys who are still failing. It's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so then the main card on pay-per-view starts with Louis Smolka versus Ray Borg. This is a catch-weight fight as well because Ray Borg missed weight. I don't particularly feel anything about this fight either.
I don't really know either of them all that
I totally know both of them. Borg is all right. He's fine. I would probably go for him, but he missed weight, so I don't know how to feel right now. Dun Young Kim, though, versus Tarek Safadine. That's going to be an all right fight.
That should be a pretty good fight,
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know who to pick necessarily, but it's going to be entertaining. Because I could see Safadine taking him down, and then that being his strategy for most of the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. That is, yeah. I don't know. Whoa. Okay, where the fuck did that come from? Sorry.
It's late up there in Calgary, man. I know. It's so dark and stuff.
Yes, it is dark. Fuck. Now I don't know how entertaining of a fight it is, but it should be a pretty technical fight.
Oh, like I think it's going to be entertaining. I'm going to be entertained.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Like that's, but like Kim's a pretty good wrestler, and Safadine's a pretty I don't know if this is going to turn out to be a jiu-jitsu.
If it's on the feet, I think that Dun Young Kim has a slight advantage there.
Well, he's got one hell of a reach difference.
So I think that's why Tarek is going to take him down.
Yeah. And I don't know how. Like Kim's a pretty good wrestler, but what's
Tarek could also fucking KO him if he lands correctly.
If he can get inside and everything, yeah.
Tarek's a pretty fucking tough dude, so.
Because Kim fights pretty well for a tall guy. Like he uses his length well.
I don't know what it is about those Koreans, but they fight well. There's none of them that you go like, oh, gross.
Yeah,
they suck.
Well, I get most Koreans would have a traditional background in Taekwondo or Aikido or something along those lines. So, like they typically are pretty good strikers, and that's typically what people like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch any of the Tough China, but like even Tough China was all right. The finale, that's the only thing I watched out of that whole season. The finale was okay. It had an interesting and different atmosphere. That's for fucking sure. It was weird. There's lights where I didn't expect lights in most UFC events. Usually, It was interesting. I think that's on Fight Pass. If you have Fight Pass, you can go back and watch that thing.
Yeah.
Bantamweight fight right before the two championship fights here. TJ Dillashaw versus John Lineker. Winner's probably going to face whoever the champ is next. So
yeah, I would think they would have to.
I hope Dillashaw wins, but at the same time, these two guys suck. So I don't care.
I wouldn't say Dillashaw sucks.
Sorry.
But
they're unentertaining to me. I couldn't give two shits about either one of these guys, to be honest.
Personality-wise, absolutely. And I don't think Lineker should be fighting this fight. Like I don't think he beat Dotson, so like he shouldn't be here to begin with.
Too. It's a weird situation.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I do think Dillashaw will win.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Probably will be by decision. Now, with that being said, if Lineker just presses forward, throwing punches, missing, and Dillashaw picks him apart, will Lineker win again? Because he's moving forward, hitting air?
Say by decision, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I could easily see this ending for either side, to be honest.
I don't see Dillashaw being able to knock out Lineker.
Well, not knock him out, but he could maybe tap him out. I could see Lineker maybe fucking knocking out TJ though. That's the thing.
Yes, that is possible, but I don't. I think TJ moves too well to get hit.
Yeah. I don't think that Lineker is fast enough to do anything to him really.
Because not to say again, he's not horribly exciting or anything like that, but he is a good technical fighter. So he's not going to get pressed up against the cage. He's going to circle out properly. He's, again, going to circle out likely to his weak side opposed to a strong side. He's not going to do a Michael Bisping and get knocked the fuck out by Bendo or Hendo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think Lineker should be fighting this fight.
Sure. It's happening, though. There you go.
Yeah.
I honestly, I would just pick TJ Dillashaw. I would not bet on this fight, though. I don't know what the betting line is, but they've got to be pretty close. There's no way that Dillashaw is that much of an overdog. And then the championship bantamweight fight between Dominic Cruz versus Cody Garbrandt, the people's main event right here. This is the true main event, man. Buy the event and then just stop watching after this.
Don't know about that.
Oh, because Cruz this is gonna be good. Cruz is gonna.
Oh,
kill
I know.
him.
Like that's
gonna kill him.
How is this the main event when it's gonna be so one fucking sided?
Yeah, but you don't think the main event has the potential to be one sided too?
Yeah, on which side?
On which side? I don't know, but it's good. I don't think it's going out of the first round. That fight. I really don't think it's going out of the first round. But anyways, with Cruz and Cody Garbrandt, I could see it going out of the first round, but Cruz is gonna kill him the whole time.
Like he's just gonna be so much faster. Same idea of what Dillashaw and Lineker was. Like Cruz is just gonna be able to move. He's gonna be much faster. He's not gonna get hit. He's gonna circle out correctly. He's might likely just take him down and beat the living shit out of him and then submit him. It's up to Cruz on what the fuck he wants to do.
Mm-hmm. I already feel he's controlling him psychologically.
Oh,
you watch that shit, and he's controlling him so bad.
It's the same thing with Aldo and McGregor, that he's just going to come fucking forward and eat something with the left hand or what.
That's totally possible.
Garbrandt is so fucking wants to kill this guy. He's going to do something stupid, and I don't think it's going to be a punch could not knock him out like what Aldo did, or what happened to Aldo. A punch could just fuck him up, and then the rest of the round is just Cruz just fucking lighting him up with kicks and all sorts of shit all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
because I doubt Cruz could knock him out with one punch.
Probably not. No,
out cold. I highly doubt it. He could knock him down and then finish him on the ground or whatever, but. Yeah, it's just Cruz. I am actually kind of curious on how one-sided the betting lines are on that.
I could look that up real quick after, but
it'll likely change from now to tomorrow.
Oh
anyways,
for sure. But it's likely to just be on Cruz's side. How much is it going to fluctuate? I don't know.
Yeah, I would think it'd be minus 600 or something like that. Cruz, it'd have to be. I don't see how it couldn't be.
Maybe. And then Amanda Nunes versus Ronda Rousey. The weird thing about this fight is I don't know how to feel about Rousey. If you look at her physically, she looks like a tank right now.
Yes.
So
she looks fucking thick as hell.
Yeah.
In more ways than one, and good in more ways than one. She looks utterly ripped for what she normally looks like, but again, because she's not doing any of the press, we're not getting any mindset to actually, what the hell? Is she secretly freaking out, or is she really fucking laser beam just focus, or what the hell? I would agree. It likely is not getting out of the first round one way or the other. If it's going to be an armbar or if it's going to be a broken nose, I don't.
I'm on Bulldog right now, and Dominic Cruz is minus 225.
Okay.
The odds are not crazy for any of these fights. All of the fights seem pretty close. Even Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's only she's minus 150. That fight is super fucking close.
Well, it's because people don't know what is going to happen. Where is she?
Yes, but I remember even when the odds first came out, all of these odds were super close. So, yeah,
Cruz. I would say is.
Cruz is definitely the biggest favorite in my book, and he is
maybe 1 out of 20 times he might lose that. Garbrandt might actually win.
Yeah.
So you're talking idiotic. Like, yeah, I don't see on how Cruz can actually lose that.
I'm looking at
It's
Chael Sonnen versus Tito Ortiz too. Chael is a minus 160. Tito plus 130. So that fight is pretty even.
That's actually pretty even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in that fight, obviously, Chael would have the wrestling over
If
him.
Chael is in shape, he should win.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is strength. Tito's a big, strong motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, again, when that Anderson 2 fight, if he comes in that type of shape, he will fucking rape Tito. But I don't know.
Yeah,
like, as long as he doesn't do a spinning back fist.
Chael's just been out for so long. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is he Dominic Cruz? But no. But does he have the ability to come back? I have no idea.
Yeah,
no,
I don't know. And especially the whole he's no longer on TRT and all that type of shit.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah.
This ain't no Japanese fighting either.
Yeah. But yeah, Nunes and Rousey, like, I honestly don't know. Like, I'd be very, very surprised if it comes out of the first round. Who would actually win that? I would think Rousey, but if Rousey's mind ain't really there, then it's fucking already over.
Yeah, that's
because the thing is, if she goes out to prove something, that will likely backfire.
Yeah,
if she goes out there to win, then she'll win. But if she goes out to prove that it didn't affect her, or if it did actually affect her and she's just doing this to, like, try to prove to herself that it really didn't, I think she's already lost. But if she goes out there to prove that she's the best in the world and she is going to win, like, she'll win. Yeah,
I don't think that she's going out with that attitude. Is she going to win? I don't know still, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if she comes out like a bat out of hell, like, Nunes can fucking rock her face off if she comes out and does something stupid. And the exact same thing with if Nunes comes out way too early, it'll be the same thing with what happened to what's her face, who's the one that she finished in 13 seconds.
Zingano.
Yeah, Cat. Yeah. Like, it could be something like that, just a flying armbar. You're done. Like,
yep.
Because I was watching, or I was going to watch that fight, and then I came back, sat down, it was already over. I don't fucking.
So,
but
do you have any interest in the World Series of Fighting event on Saturday?
I have not looked at it whatsoever. So
right.
maybe not.
Well, so it's interesting. So the preliminary card is pretty all right. Yushin Okami versus Paul Bradley is on the undercard.
Yushin Okami.
Yeah.
How's he? Like,
Yushin Okami. Huh?
He's on the undercard for World Series of
Yes, because World Series. Okay. So check this out. So Yushin Okami, Paul Bradley. There's Jared Rosholt. I know who that is, but he's versus Calo. I don't know who that dude is. So sure, but then they have 4 championship fights. They pretty much stacked this card in New York here in New Year's. It makes sense. It's on NBC. They should be doing that. But David Branch is the main event of the preliminary card versus Luis Taylor, and he's not even on the main card. That's the main event of the prelims on NBC Sports Network, and you can watch it on WSOF.com if you're not in the States. But then on NBC, where you can pretty much watch that anywhere, there's a bantamweight title fight between Marlon Moraes versus Jose Naldo Silva. Not quite familiar with that guy, but Moraes always puts on an entertaining show. And then the next fight is a welterweight championship fight between John Fitch and Jake Shields. Yeah, great fight there. It's gonna be great. One of the all-time greats. I don't think it's gonna be as boring as you make it out to be, but it's gonna be all right.
I don't see it how Fitch actually stands a chance. Fitch can't strike properly, so if it goes down to the ground, Shield is just gonna fucking tang. Like, dude, no.
I guess you're right. You're right.
If it goes to the ground, Shields is gonna fucking win, and it's going to the ground because Fitch can't do anything else, and that's what Shield wants. So it's going to the ground.
And then the main event, Justin Gaethje versus Luis Firmino. So yeah, he just got replaced on December 13th. So yeah, Justin is going to win, and then he's going to go on free agency and then possibly be a UFC fighter after this. That's what I foresee for this fight, really.
Shit.
I'm looking forward to it, man. 3 fights on NBC, man. It's going to be quick and fast.
Yeah.
Just do it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this for sure. And too bad I'm in Ottawa because I don't really get an NBC signal with the bunny ears here. Unfortunately. It sucks, but hey. It would be nice. I kind of get Fox sometimes, but I don't need Fox because everything on Fox plays on CTV and Global and everything else. I get it here anyways. So, all right. That's the 2 events that's happening this weekend. But hey, there's another event happening this weekend. But we should talk about Ryzen Round 2 first, because the event that is happening this weekend too is Round 3 of the Grand Prix open weight, whatever the hell it's called. So let's just go to the results of Round 2, which happened, I guess technically today. It's a weird thing to talk about because it's in Japan, so the times are all messed up for me. But it did happen today. I guess it was this morning here.
Yeah.
And, regular time in Japan. So here you go. So the interesting fights for me to point out right now is the opener was freaking first round. There it is.
Cruikshank
and Satoru Kitaora, Kitaora, whatever the hell his last name is. And Darren Cruikshank dominated the whole goddamn first round. So in Ryzen, it's the first round is 10 minutes, and the second round is 5 minutes.
In non-tournament fights.
Yeah. Yes. But no.
Oh yeah.
And but in the tournament, what? It's 2 5 minutes.
2 5s. Yes.
Okay, sure. Because they're fat
With
motherfuckers that can't do 15 minutes.
Apparently, or something. Well, it'll go to a third if the judges say that it needs to go to a third.
Yeah. That makes sense in a tournament because you don't really want to be. You don't want people to be fighting 3 rounds if they don't fucking need to.
Yes.
But yeah, this first fight was goddamn entertaining because Cruikshank was goddamn destroying Satoru.
Had to have broken his nose.
Oh yes, he was breathing through his mouth. So
yeah,
I think he broke his nose for sure.
Yeah,
blood was everywhere. His Darren Cruikshank's right hand was full of blood, full of it. And then out of nowhere, they got separated, and then they got stood back up, and then Satoru got a takedown, and then fucking got a guillotine choke on the ground. Yeah. Darren tapped out, but he literally tapped out at the very last second because he was out. He was out when he came when the choke got released. So yeah, man, that was really surprising because Cruikshank was fucking killing him. It wasn't even a joke. Like this was so one-sided.
That was the whole thing, though, is that it like if it went to the ground, that it was all going to be horribly one-sided.
I guess so. All right, so I didn't watch the next fight, but it ended with a TKO, punches in 54 seconds, and this was a reserve fight for the open weight challenge or the open weight Grand Prix. So if somebody ever does get injured, Vadim Nevkov is going to be the replacement in the finals on New Year's. And then there was a female atomweight fight. This was entertaining for what it was. It ended in decision, though. Alyssa Garcia defeated Kana Asakura. 15 minutes. They do 5 minutes, 3 rounds. 5 minutes of 3 rounds, in women's there. So it's basically just a UFC format. It was an entertaining fight. It was pretty one-sided, I thought, though, for the American in this one. Yusuke Yachi defeated Mario Sismundo via TKO knee to the body and punches in 18 seconds. It was an 18 seconds fight. It was entertaining, that's for sure. Because it was very fast. It came out of nowhere too. So here you go. Tatsumitsu Wada versus Kai Kara France, and Wada won via decision. Yeah, I didn't really watch this fight. Didn't watch the next one either. So let's just talk about the fights I did watch. Kazuyuki Miyata defeated Andy Sauer via submission armbar, and this was kind of like Darren Cruikshank. Andy Sauer was goddamn dominating him when they were on the feet. It wasn't even a joke. Like he was kicking him and punching him and just destroying him. And all of a sudden, it went on the ground and Miyata got an armbar, and that was it. Very quick finish. 4 minutes and 39 seconds in the first round is nice. I enjoyed that fight. And then I watched Rin Nakai was the opener of the main card. She defeated Kanako Murata with a rear naked choke in the third round. But she pretty much dominated her the whole goddamn fight. Rin Nakai is a tank. She's a tank. If you look at her, she is built like a mofo. I don't know how she got past USADA when she was here, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't get it. But hey, she did. And then she got the hell back to Japan. Back on the drugs. Dude, there's no way that she doesn't do anything. There's no way. I am impressed with her physique. I don't particularly find that she's attractive or anything, but you know, she looks like Chung Li or something. She's ridiculous.
Chung Li's supposed to be relatively tall.
Well, tall, but she has big ass thighs and big ass arms.
Yes.
That's
I don't know about
sure.
the arms, but she definitely has
her
thighs.
arms aren't particularly big, but they're built. Like, you know, she can still kick ass with those arms. She's got to throw those little fake Hadoukens out. Yeah. And then the main event of the night, I guess, was all the open weight Grand Prix quarterfinals. Honestly, I don't have too much to say about any of the fights except for the main event. I guess Amir Aliakbari versus Heath Herring was a good fight. Heath Herring was supremely dominated early, but so I would say that Alir dominated the first 10 minutes. So it was hard to justify that Heath Herring would win, but in like the last minute of the first round, Heath Herring looked better and he came back and he did land some stuff, and he did land some stuff in the early minutes of the first round too. So the first round, honestly, it was very close, but then the last 5 minutes wasn't even close. Heath Herring just fucking killed him because Amir was so goddamn tired, and but Heath got very tired too. So you know, I could have went either way. I don't disagree with the Amir decision because he did dominate the first 10 minutes in my opinion, but it was interesting to see Big Country pretty much dressed as Heath Herring. He had the cowboy hat and the fucking leather jacket and everything. That's pretty funny. And it was so weird because like it seemed like Big Country was the only guy in his corner. Like when he came to the corner to give him some help during the between the two rounds, it was only Big Country there. There's nothing going on except Big Country just saying like, dude, you got this. He's super tired. Kick his ass. Here's some water. And that was it. There wasn't like a corner dude like helping him with his cuts.
There was no cut man or anything. Yeah.
No, it was just Big Country giving him some shit right there. Like, let's go, guy. You got this. And he had a cowboy hat and a leather jacket. It's pretty funny. And then, the main event was actually goddamn interesting because Mirko Krokop goddamn killed Muhammad Lawal, King Mo, with some punches. It was just some like it was like a flurry of left punches. It was like 4 or 5 left punches that just killed him, and then the fight was over. But up to that point, I feel like Muhammad was pretty much owning the fight, except for that one kick at the end of the first round.
Yeah,
there was a one kick where it looked like, whoa,
well,
okay.
He didn't do much damage or anything like that to Krokop.
Oh no, but he was still dominating.
But he was on top
yes.
for a pretty fairly long period of time. But yeah, like the second round was different. Like he wasn't able to take him down, and then whenever Krokop pushed away, he typically had him eat a couple of punches.
And then Krokop got him in the corner and just a couple of uppercuts with the left, and then a couple of straight lefts, and then as he was going down, another left, and that was it. The refs pretty much stopped it as he hit the floor, and I can't disagree because Like he did land a few other shots on the ground, but the ref was stepping in right away, and he was out. It was it was surprising. I'm not a huge King Mo fan, and King Mo always fucking chokes, but I definitely thought that King Mo was going to win this. It was definitely a surprise.
Well, the thing is,
to see King Mo step in at the last moment, right?
Like I would, if it was in North America, I would probably agree with you.
Sure. Yeah.
But this isn't Japan.
I guess.
So,
and then King Mo doesn't really think about doing like the soccer kicks or anything like that. So I guess
he had shoes on, so he could kick.
Yeah, he seemed like he was slipping with those shoes though.
Yeah,
didn't seem like an advantage.
That's true too, yeah. No. But yeah, like Crow Cop has the technical thing to kick the crap out of King Mo. So
on the feet, 100%. King Mo is definitely a dude that will take you down and just fucking.
I think Crow Cop's been doing this for so long. His ground game's not bad. He chooses not to. It's just if he's in Japan, who knows what the fuck he's on. So I
don't think King Mo's strategy was bad either, because he grounded and pounded him for a very long time, and King Mo and Crow Cop was tired. So that's why I was surprised to see that he killed him like that in the second round, because he was tired.
Well, it's just both of them were tired, and that was one of the problems is that King Mo couldn't get him down. He was able to stuff the takedown, and just it was pointless at that point in time. Like he stuffed 2 takedowns in the second round, and then pushed him up and just fucking wailed on him, because Crow Cop knows how to throw a punch and a kick. Yep.
It was a brutal ending, that's for sure. It's the most entertaining Grand Prix quarterfinal, because like Amir, I like Bari and Heath Herring was good, but like Baruto Kaido, he defeated Koshaka, and basically the whole fight was just Kaido using his fatness to lay on top of him.
Because like if you look at the Horizon 4 card, so it is Crow Cop versus
the fat dude, Baruto Kaido,
So that should be interesting on how that all works out.
If Crow Cop gets fucked on the bottom, then I don't. But
I know.
Crow Cop's so technical that he's not gonna get fucked by this.
I would think so. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So it likely will be a couple of punches to the face, and then probably a couple of head stomps or something like that once he drops.
And then Amir Ali Akbari versus Valentin Modez, whatever the hell is now. That should be an interesting fight, because they're going to stand up and just trade. So, but they're going to get tired if they don't kill each other.
Well, Amir is going to want to wrestle. He won the world championship in Greco-Roman.
Oh, yeah, he's going to want to, but he has a pretty strong punch.
Yeah.
Judging from this fight today.
Yeah, well, judging from that, like he was more, though, trying to do the hammer fists and do some weird uppercut.
Oh yeah, he's Greco-Romaning his way in there to get some punches in there. That's for sure. Yeah. And then Valentin, I don't know what his background is. I feel like he was mostly a boxer, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then that Rising card that is happening, that is right after the UFC, pretty much, when Ronda Rousey and Nunes is going to be ending. This is going to be starting.
Yeah, I don't have a time here.
Oh, it's just how it works in Japan. It's going to start.
I know. Yes, it's on the 31st, but I don't.
Yeah, because I think Ryzen, when I watched it here, it started at 12 or 1 a.m., something like that, and it ended at like 8, something like that.
That's that,
And then that's what's going to be Ryzen. So as soon as UFC ends, it's the prelims of Ryzen 4 is going to start. I'm not really looking forward to any of the fights on Ryzen 4 though, except for Mirko, which if he makes the finals, cool.
Yeah. Well, it's just that particular fight against a 400-pound fat guy.
Yeah.
That actually has some reasonably good cardio for a 400-pound fat guy.
Oh, he was all right. He was kneeing that dude crazy.
Technically, it did not look all that great.
No.
He was able to go 10 minutes as a 400-pound guy.
He was able to lay on top of that dude with his hands locked and fucking knee him in the head.
Yeah.
He was able to do that.
What, 4 minutes or something like that until the ref stood him up.
Gabby Garcia versus the old lady. That's something, I guess. Expect that fight to end soon, or very quickly. Because Gabby Garcia is a freak of nature, and she's in Japan now, where she can be an even bigger freak of nature. So, yeah, I don't see a 49-year-old pro wrestler fighting.
Fuck.
What? You don't know who Gabby Garcia is?
Like, I've heard of her or whatever, but she's 245 pounds, says her wiki page.
This is an open weight fight. It's open weight.
I know, but how is she 245 fucking pounds? Like, what I remember seeing a photo of, I don't remember it being
Gabby Garcia is huge. Well, how tall is she? It doesn't even say.
Not saying.
It doesn't even say. That's how much of a freak of nature she is. She doesn't have a height. Yeah.
But like I would have said like 200 or something like that if I were remembering back to what I remember seeing.
I guess, but man, her upper body and her thighs alone.
Like 245 is fucking huge.
But dude, her fucking like her anything above her torso and her thighs. So like her arms, her chest, everything around there, fucking huge, and then her thighs are huge. I must assume that like 70% of her fucking weight is right there.
I guess it does. Like, I'm seeing some photos like yes, but other photos no. Like, there's some photos here that I would maybe say she's like 190 or something like that. But then there's other ones that she has a lot more fat on her. Which, she looks like a guy with boobs.
I guess you could say that.
Well, some of these, like when she was on Tough, Brazil there with Vanderlei, like there's definitely some like what the fuck.
Oh, yeah, well, Crow Cop was supposed to fight Vanderlei Silva, right? But he dropped out.
Then there's other photos, like some of these must be old photos because she is not. She actually looks reasonably good in some of these.
Oh yeah, no, she just got huge since she's been fighting in Japan. Yeah. Charles Bennett is fighting Minoru Kimura, I guess. That's something. It's going to start Ryzen 4. But yeah, I guess that's about all I have to discuss. We have the MMA awards going on next week, and we have a bunch of results to talk about next week. So, hey, come back. It's going to be a good show. We got a lot to discuss. The fight of the years this year, I don't know which one I'm going to go with. Because there was some good ones this year. That Dominic Cruz, his 3 fights this year, they were pretty all right, even though his third one's happening tomorrow. He had some pretty all right fights. The one thing that I don't like, the submission of the year, I really don't know who the hell I'm going to give it to, because it's not really technical submission of the year. It's more like, whoa, look at that submission. That was weird. I didn't expect that, because there wasn't anything really technical this year where you were like, whoa, you've never seen that submission before. No, it was mostly just chokes this year.
Sorry, what the fuck?
What, are you looking at Gabby Garcia still?
Yeah, no,
I'm ending the show. I'm getting out of here.
Crow Cop.
I'm getting out of here.
There's a photo of her and Crow Cop, and like Crow Cop's like at her nose. So I don't know if she's wearing heels and is just making it, but Crow Cop looks like a fucking baby relative to her. Like, what the fuck?
Give us a tease of the awards next year. Who do you look forward to in 2016? One name. Well, he might not win, but one name to look forward to, because I don't have anything. Get me started
like an
here.
Up and comer.
Who to look forward to? Anybody in 2016 where you're like, look at this guy, he's gonna do awesome.
Max Holloway.
All right, that's a name. The only name I can come up off the top of my head right now is Lando Venata, because he's been around this year, man, with his head kick KO. And
like Max Holloway's, like, I think there's still like some crazy shit to come from Max Holloway.
I agree with you. I think that he's proven that he is on that level.
Watterson. And Watterson would be another.
I do. So that's the thing. I'm having a huge dilemma of putting Watterson as my fighter of the year.
I know.
But she was only one fight this year. So it's like, it really depends if Nunes wins. I think if Nunes wins this year, she's my fighter of the year. Like 100%. Like 100%. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Well, if she because it's going to be a finish. There's no way in hell that fight is, and that she defeats Rousey after defeating Tate. Yeah, like yeah, I could agree with that. No question. I wouldn't put Waterson as fighter of the year because she only had the one fight.
Fighter of the year, though. Who else do you put there?
Well, Joanna would be the only other option.
I guess.
Yeah, like, well, all in all, right now, female fight, like, as it stands, would be Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
If it does depend on what Rousey does, and it does depend on what Nunes does.
Hey, if Rousey wins, and then she's
it's how she wins.
Well, how she wins, and I want to see
if she knocks her out.
Well, I want to see what she.
That's putting out a fucking statement.
I want to see what she does afterwards, how she acts.
That's true too.
If she becomes this totally cocky bitch afterwards again, I'm just gonna be, oh, God, she's back. Damn it. But
I highly doubt that will completely go away.
No, I don't think it will completely go away, but she could be better about it. Sometimes she's a little too much.
Well, it's not her issue is not so much cocky. It's more of just straight out bitch.
Sure.
Like psychotic, crazy fucking judo bitch. Like I don't entirely get why she acts like that. Like because she is like bipolar or something. There is something.
Well, I think she knows, and her mom is probably something like that too. So, that's you just with a lot of those things, you just got to look at your family. Like sometimes a lot of that stuff is just runs in your family. So,
yeah.
I'm not judging because, there's a lot of mental problems in society, and, I have some of those, so.
I'm perfect.
I bet you are. Well, you have an Asian wife, so that's just how it is.
Hashtag hot Asian wife.
Sure. That's a WWE thing. You don't get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap this up.
I was using hot Asian wife well before they were talking whatever.
Yeah, but you're not on Twitter, so you're all making this up.
Yeah, the hashtag definitely, yes.
Making this up. The hot Asian wife thing, yes, but not the hashtag before it. God. Oh, hey, I should show off one of my presents before I leave. It's not UFC related, but it's WWE related. I got this little tiny belt. And it's an Edge belt.
Edge.
She's
still alive?
Oh yeah, he's still alive, but he's retired. He's his back is not good.
Yeah.
And this little middle part spins like the real belt. It's weird, but I actually would have preferred the John Cena belt, but it's still a pretty good gift. It's probably my favorite gift that I got this year. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I didn't really get anything because that's what happens when you become a parent.
Oh, yeah? Is that what it is? Well, I'm never going to become a parent then. Never. Hey, I'm going to head out now. See ya.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the after show. Bye.
Bye.